Hello. Long time no see. I'm pretty sure this wasn't the video that you expected to come from my channel after a month of disappearing, and I apologize for not uploading more frequently like I used to last year. Well, I guess that's because things have changed since have started speaking with my own voice. And, things take longer. But that being said, I wanted to clarify that this video is not to fearmonger about the future of this channel or to cause any worry. This is just another reflection video that I felt like it needed to happen. And I will not lie, this video has no script whatsoever, so I will be speaking in a very loose manner. And I know that's crazy for me to say because a lot of my videos, even if I write a script, I don't speak like I have a script because of my stuttering and my messing up of words. But that being said, this video is going to be very unstructured. This is going to be a rant. And, that being said, the point of this video is that I'm burnt out of KTube. And it's not because of the fact that I don't have ideas or any inspiration. I do. I have so many scripts that I've started and have just abandoned. Not because I don't want to do those anymore. I just don't feel right. I don't feel right doing those scripts anymore. Let me explain. I feel like when I write a script, I have to be perfect. In the sense of, if I am not artful with my language of how I describe a song, what is the point of me even writing it in the first place? I feel like if I simply just say that I like a song, I feel like that's not enough. I have to make you feel why I like the song. I have to make you see it. I have to make a painting, because if I am not painting with my words, if I'm not an architect building a structurally sound building so you can understand how each piece of a building makes that song, makes that structure so structurally sound and perfect, what's the point of me even talking? I know this sounds a little petty and maybe a little bit egoistic that I am so proud of my writing, and I think that that's why people come to my channel, and maybe that is egoistic, and maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. I don't know. But I do feel like, in a way, if I'm just simply saying that I like something, it's not enough. Especially for me. It's not enough, and I feel like anyone could come to that conclusion. Right? With enough critical thinking, someone can come to a conclusion that they like something. But I want to do more than that. I want to provide a story of why I like something. And as of recent, I'm not able to do that. I remember that I was working on a huge NMIX video for their new album that just came out. And all I was doing was just saying that I liked the album, but I felt like I couldn't show you why I liked the album. I couldn't paint that picture. And it made me feel so simple. And there's nothing wrong with being simple. I never said it was. But I feel like if I'm not complex, then what is the point of me in this channel? If I don't overcomplicate things and think too deeply, then what's the point? I know that there's this argument that critical thinking is at a demise, but I want to stop that. I want to prove that I'm not losing my critical thinking skills. I want to prove that my media literacy is intact. I want to show that I can think complexly, deeply, and thoughtfully. And when I think about the ideas of simplicity and complexity, there's a beauty in simplicity. I won't deny that. I feel like everyone cannot deny the beauty in simplicity. But the thing is that I think there is a level of complexity within simplicity. Let me explain. You can enjoy various types of video games. Like, you can enjoy Assassin's Creed, Red Dead Redemption, and all those complex storylines that fall into those types of video games, right? But if you were to look at it simply, you just like video games, right? There's the simplicity of you liking video games, but if you were to look at it complexly, you can see so much about a person through their taste of video games and what they like to do and how they view the world and how they would like to observe a character that they're playing with, or how they would want to perceive a character in a future storyline, right? That's complexity. But at the end of the day, the simple notion is that you like video games. And, I think that idea kind of fits into other things, right? Like, you can be a writer who writes complex ideas about their favorite K-pop song, but at the end of the day, you simply like K-pop. You simply like music. And now the question is that what's so wrong with that? What's so wrong with saying that you simply like something? It's just easier to say that you simply like something, because maybe you don't really need to paint a portrait. Maybe you just need to make a rough sketch. And maybe that rough sketch will resonate with someone a whole lot more than just a painting. I know the title of this video is about burning out. And I suppose this video isn't to generalize every KTuber's experience. This is just my own. I'm not running out of ideas. I'm just burning out of light to do them. I feel like I'm losing patience while writing scripts. I feel like my ideas are too much to carry. There's so much on my plate, and I don't know if I have the skills and the talents to even carry out this huge script that I was working on about NMIX. Like, I don't know. I guess another idea is insecurity. Maybe I'm burning out because I'm insecure about who I am as a KTuber, right? What do I offer? What makes me stand out? This idea of individuality, right? But sometimes is individuality really is the idea of being an individual stopping me from stopping me from standing out, right? I think that's a valid question to ask, and maybe not, right? This is not a place to shame myself or shame anyone who asks this question, because this is valid, right? When we're growing up, and even at any point in our lives, we ask ourselves, are we standing out because for the sake of standing out, or are we looking for individuality because we just want to be ourselves and not be judged? I often think about my place on KTube and what I have to offer to the community, because I want to be unique, but I also don't want to not find my place. I know it's weird, but I think we all think like this at times, where we want to fit in, but we don't want to lose ourselves. I think that's a way to describe how we want community, right? I think I contribute a small amount because, again, I am a small KTuber, and I contribute the best I can. And maybe my contributions are insignificant and I don't make an impact on the community, for better or for worse. But I do feel like everyone has a place, no matter if they make videos or not, because everyone has a valid space to take up within their own communities and lives, right? So, in this weird way, I worry about my impact, if it's good or bad, or if it's just indifferent, or I'm being too egoistic in my in the idea that I make an impact on this community, right? I think I worry about being too egoistic. That's a very huge fear I have, because I don't want to be not humble. I don't want to be not grateful for where I am. You know, I'm still exploring this, and I know that a video about burning out is such a strange thing to come from me, because, well, for a large part of my KTube journey, I made short videos that were under 10 minutes. Mostly they were under 10 minutes. And I've taken so many breaks, and I'm struggling to think of the words, but I've taken so many breaks, and I finally came back in February, and I started talking in my videos, because I took a break originally because I had to make the Blackpink video essay, which never really came to fruition. I have the script, but I'll never get to it. It's no longer a thing. When I started talking in my videos in February, I didn't realize that it would change the course of my channel forever. In a weird way, I rebranded. Now you had a voice to put the name Run for Roses to. You had a voice to do that. And you got to hear my sarcasm, my jokes, my passion for a song. You get to hear that. It kind of changed. Because now, in a weird way, you're connected to me even more, because now you get to feel that emotion in my voice. But it also changed the way I posted on YouTube. Now, I wouldn't post just 4 3-minute videos. Now my videos were reaching from 20 to 40 minutes long. Those were now the runtimes of my videos. And I realized these new videos kind of changed the way my channel looked, because now I'm only posting twice a month, because that's all my time can allow me. And putting a 40-minute video together is hard, especially when you're new at this, and made me realize that the amount of time it takes to put together a video, writing a script and editing it, it can kind of take a lot out of a person. It can be very draining, because those ideas that you have are good ideas, but you have to put in the work. And sometimes putting in the work is just too damn hard. I know there's the saying, quality over quantity, but I don't have quantity anymore, but I don't know if I'm also providing quality. You know, I guess this is again a video about insecurity of my place, and does my work even really matter? Like, I know this video feels a lot more existential, but I feel like I'm not burnt out of ideas. I'm burnt out of trying. I know, it sounds weird and it feels lazy, but I don't want to use that word because lazy has a lot of negative connotations, and I don't want to call myself lazy. I don't know. I feel that I have a lot to say, but not enough time to say what I have to say. So, I suppose this video was, and is, a rant on what I'm going to do, or what I felt, or how I felt. Actually, this video isn't a plan of what's going to happen to this channel in the future, because I don't know. And I guess admitting to what you don't know is the first step in figuring out what to do and how to get that knowledge. I guess a few ideas could be branching out and looking at other topics. You know, getting back to talking about Taylor Swift, or branching out and speaking about Winx Club more. I don't know. I don't know. But I do want to let you know that this channel is not going to die. I might post less, but I will make sure that there will be a video for you to watch. Not every week, naturally, but I will do my best to do my best, and sometimes my best will be at 20%, and sometimes it will be at 100. I don't know when the next video will come out. I sincerely am telling you, I don't know. I don't know if it will be about K-pop or if it's going to be about something else. I need some time to recuperate because I feel like I'm really tired, and I really don't know what to write, and I kind of need inspiration. I kind of need to figure out if I want it to be simple or complex, because this video is not going to fix my burnout. This is just a way to voice what's going on. So that being said, I wanted to make this video to touch base with everyone and be honest with my audience. And, you know, once again, thank you for watching my videos, because honestly, like, for being as small as I am, having like several people care about what I have to say is so heartwarming, and it feels so good. And, you know, again, this video is not going to fix my burnout, but it's a way to be honest and vocalize how I feel, because, again, I want to be the best, and I want to give you the best. So, you know, that being said, thank you for watching this video, and I don't know when I'll see you, but I'll see you. Bye-bye.